Hey there, it's Kathy with Be Creative with Kathy. I was trying here real quick to get on my iPad too. I'm going to try something new today. There it says I'm live. Let's see if we can find. Yes, I found me. So I'm hoping that by watching my iPad, I'll see comments. Like I said, I'm going to try something new today. So I'm going to show you a card that I'm going to make, which in the description is called Heart-Shaped Valentine card. It's not a Valentine card, but this Friday I'm going to try something new, and I'm going to do a kits together class. I guess you wouldn't call it a class, but I'm going to put a kit together. I'd love to have you come join me Saturday or Friday night. I think it's the 31st at 7. Bring your kits along and we can stamp together. So today I'm going to check my iPad and see if I get any comments. So if you're here, let me know, because I'm terrible at this. It's going to take a lot of practice. But that way, Friday, I'll be prepared as I make my kit. We can chat. Well, you can type, I can chat, and we can do a kit along. Now, that's this Friday, I think the 31st at 7. So there you go. That's how. And this is the kit I'm going to make. I'm going to make this birthday sparkle kit. I've had it a while. I've been wanting to put it together. So I decided to set a couple hours, maybe an hour and a half. Probably won't take that long. And we can make some kits together. So there's the Friday thing. And that's why I wanted to bring it up, because if I pay attention to my iPad and stamping, it might be a mess today, but yeah, we'll see. Thanks for putting up with me. So like I said, the card today is called a heart-shaped anniversary card. However, it's not heart-shaped. We're going to use the heart-shaped stamp set and the coordinating dies. Now this is a stamp set that's in the Sale-a-Bration. Sale-a-Bration is Stampin' Up's big promotion of the year, and right here. And when I saw the cards, I fell in love with this die set, or this bundle, and decided that's what I have to have. So then at yesterday's class, we made a card, and I thought I'd share that card with you today. Now, at class, I do a lot of the prep work in advance. So you probably won't have to sit and watch me do a bunch of stuff, but I'll explain as I go what I did to prep it. So if you want to make the card, you can do your card too. Before I do that, let me show you the other cards we made at class. So we made this cute Valentine here. This one's using the, I'm never going to remember, the Heart Elegance out of the mini catalog. And I saw this somewhere on Pinterest. I probably saw a few of them and kind of combined them all. So I don't know who to give credit. This wasn't my original card, but we made a cute Valentine's card to look like this. And I just noticed mine doesn't have the bling. We put the gold foil hearts on there, and mine, I guess I better get it done. Doesn't have the hearts on there. But anyway, you get an idea. The other card we made was this one, and this is using that butterfly bundle, same mini catalog. Ooh, you know what? The hearts is not in the mini catalog. It's an online exclusive. You got to go to stampinup.com or my online store, kathyhouse.stampinup.net, to find that one. This one is in the mini catalog, and this one I cased from Glinda Mullet. I always say her name wrong. She always gets mad at me. Sorry, Glinda. But anyway, this is the other card that we made like this at class. So there you go. That's what my class looks like. I try to do a lot of prep work for class so that it isn't too cumbersome and the people have fun and it goes quickly and smooth. So like I said, a lot of stuff will be done. This is the other stamp set. We're going to use this everyday greetings, because I need anniversary cards, and this one has a really nice anniversary in it. It also has a birthday, so if you're not into anniversary cards, there's a thank you, congratulations, and the thinking of you, I think, is beautiful. So this is a good stamp set to have around just on hand to make cards too. We're going to use that one. That's an online exclusive. You won't find that in any catalog either. Okay, so in our packet, and normally I have my classmates or my class members stamp their envelope. I don't like to stamp my envelope because then I set it aside and can never find it. So I stamp it at the last minute or don't stamp it at all. Another thing is you can go to my gallery, becreativewithkathy.com, click on view instructions, and that's where you'll see all the measurements for the cardstock today. However, it's pretty simple. It's just the normal 1/4 inch layer increments, I guess you'd call it. So it's not they're not hard measurements, but I'll try to mention them as I go today. I'm checking my iPad, see if I see comments. No, we're good so far. Okay, so we're going to stamp on these two basic white pieces. These are, the inside is going to be 5 1/4 by 4, and then the front is 5 inches by 3 3/4. And we're going to just start by stamping there. I've noticed that with this card, it's better to start stamping on the front at the bottom and work your way up. So we're going to start with the sentiment, and I'm going to use that Thinking of You from that Everyday Greeting stamp set, and this is Flirty Flamingo ink. So don't have it upside down, hang on. So make sure my cardstock is somewhat straight. Try to get my Thinking of You down here at the bottom to where it just has like the same border on the sides and the bottom, and that way I can make my card, well, it'll look better, look more centered and not like offside or offset or whatever. Okay, just like that. Then with some soft suede ink, nope, not soft suede. Soft suede was a brown from a long time ago. Seafoam green, seafoam, soft seafoam, there. I knew I'd get it eventually, and I'm going to ink up that heart image that is just beautiful from that stamp set. Make sure I get a nice coverage here. And I'm going to start here, and then I'm going to put another one here. And I'm going to try to keep them about the same on both sides. I'll show you what I'm talking about when I'm done. So we're just going to set that one down there. So see how it's about this far from the side over here. I'm going to try to do the same thing over here. And I'm going to make sure that my hearts kind of loop together. And that way you can tell that they're hearts. So if I set it here and I can see the other heart in there, try to get at the side that looks good. I don't know, we'll see what happens when I pick up my stamp. There we go. Looks pretty good. And now my card looks like proportioned right, like it's in the right place. Ooh, before we put that soft seafoam green, whatever this color is, I'm going to stamp on the inside here. So this is one that's a little bit bigger, and I'm going to just set a flower kind of toward the top, but centered this way. Oh, and I think it's crooked. Nah, looks good, huh? Okay. That's probably the hard part of the card. Then I have a little scrap of paper I'm going to bring back in that, well, let's do that later. We can do that when we stamp some other stuff. Let's do, this is Old Olive, just a little bit darker green than this. And I want to stamp that on your, and it might not make sense Thinking of You. Well, it might make sense Thinking of You on your. And if you stamp the heart first, this ink's a little bit darker. You can see where that dark or darker green is. I'm going to stamp that there. Now let's bring in that Flirty Flamingo again and that anniversary stamp. And I'm going to stamp that right here. Oh, my on your's a little bit crooked, but that's okay. There, on your anniversary. Isn't that pretty for the inside? I think it's beautiful. Now in the stamp set, they have this little cluster, I guess you'd call it, of flowers. And we're going to stamp those down. Let that ink sink in because this is a pretty solid stamp. And we get a nice image there. Now we need to cut these out. So that's where I'm going to bring in that die. Where'd my die set go? That's the problem. Oh, here, when I set stuff down, I never can find it again. But this little die here cuts out those little clusters of flowers. So I'm going to bring in, I'm going to use my little guy, my mini cut and bot machine. I have plate number 1, and then I'm going to stagger my plates here just because it makes it a little easier when you're cutting it out. I'm going to set those little flowers on there. I'm going to just bring in a little bit of Post-it tape so I can keep my flowers in place. Line them up so I don't see any white around the flowers. Hold that in place. Set my other plate on top. And let's die cut those real quick. I just realized that I never even showed you the card. So I guess it's going to be a surprise. Nice, huh? Surprises are always nice. Okay, then I have my little flowers. Let's see how I did die cutting. Oh, I did okay. Pretty good. Let me put this back in the case so I don't misplace him. You saw how I do that. Right in here. And then bring the card back in. So let's go ahead and put everything onto our card base. I'm going to use Flirty Flamingo. It's just your regular card base, 8.5 by 5.5. I've scored at 4 1/4. I'm going to use my boom folder to get that nice crisp fold right here. And then I have a layer here. This is Old Olive, and it's just your normal 5 1/4 by 4. So there's your 3, and then this one was the 5 by 3 1/4. So we just went down, or I should say I just went down 1/4 of an inch on all my cardstock, and that's how you get those nice layers. we're gonna lay this one right here. And this is really weird because normally I would put the white on the green first. And so today's one of them days where we're gonna put the white after I layer them. I usually layer the top two first and then put it on the card, but not today. But look how nicely they layer, and I do love this color combination together. Let's go ahead and put this one on the inside. This one here. Yay, I cut all my paper the right size. Looky there. So now even that right there would be a really pretty card, but we're gonna just add a little more. And like I said at the beginning, is at class I prep stuff. So I took some old olive cardstock. I put some adhesive sheets on the back. So hopefully you're familiar with adhesive sheets. If not, you can go back and watch some of my other videos. I show you how to put the adhesive sheets on the back. But that makes our cardstock now into a sticker. And then I ran those dies through, including those two little dies. I could just set them in the center of the die and run it all through at once. And now we have this little heart. I'm going to get my take a pic tool and see if I can't dig those out of there. But I'm going to carefully, there we go, peel that little heart off of the release paper, because like I said, now it's a sticker. And I'm going to lay it on the top part of my card. Okay, someone has to make a comment. Either that, if you're making comments, I can't see them. This might be bad on Friday. Maybe we'll do the experiment on Friday instead of today with the comments. Okay, and then I'm gonna lay this, like I said, right here on this heart. Now, if you want more of a shadow, you could offset it a little bit. I like it right on top of that heart. And because it's a sticker, I don't have to put the glue on the back or anything. It sticks really nice. Now let's get those two little leaves off of here. Leafuses. These things, and I'm gonna just plop them down right here. They don't have to be perfect. We're gonna cover up most of it with the little flowers anyway, like this. And then with just some basic glue dots here, or I think they're called mini glue dots, I'm gonna put one on the two ends of the flowers. So one right here on this flower, and then one right here on this flower. And then just set those right there. And look how pretty that is. Now it just needs a little bit of bling for the center of those flowers. So with these are iridescent pearls, and they have these itty bitty little tiny ones here that fit just perfect on the inside of those flowers. Now, if you can't remember all the stuff that I showed you here and there again, you can go to my gallery, becreativewithkathy.com. You find this post and click on the view instructions, and all of the measurements for the cardstock will be on there, and all the items that I used that are also available in my online store. So there you go. Very simple, easy card. I have some anniversary cards. I never have enough anniversary cards for the year, so I'm going to try to make a few more of these, and then I'll have an anniversary card when I need it. All right, if you have any questions, be sure and let me know. I hope you can join me Friday here on Facebook. I'll do a Facebook Live at 7 o'clock and we'll put a kit together. All right, if you have any questions, be sure and let me know. Otherwise, I'll see you Friday or back here Monday at 1:30. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.